Imagine a world where everything you've worked for, everything you've hoped for, and everything you've sacrificed no longer exists. How would that change the way you see your life? That's the powerful premise of It's a Wonderful Life, a timeless Christmas classic that teaches us about the value of life, community, and self-worth. Stick with me as we dive into why this film is more than just a holiday favourite and why it resonates with us all year round. First, let's start with a look at the central character, George Bailey. He's a man who, despite his best intentions, feels stuck in a life that doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Played by James Stewart, George is a man full of ambition who wants to see the world, but ends up working at his family's building and loan company in his small hometown of Bedford Falls. Here's where the magic begins. When George is on the brink of losing everything, his business, his reputation, his life, an angel named Clarence enters the picture. But Clarence isn't just a magical being, he's a reflection of all the people George has touched in his life and how far-reaching his influence has been. This is where we start to see the deeper theme of the movie, how we often don't realise the impact we have on others. Have you ever felt like George Bailey, wondering if the world would be better off without you? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. Now, let's talk about what makes this movie more than just a feel-good Christmas story. At its core, It's a Wonderful Life explores the idea of self-worth. George Bailey's life seems insignificant at first glance. He doesn't get the grand adventures he dreamed of. Instead, he spends his days helping people in his community, often at the cost of his own happiness. This film shows us that the quiet, everyday sacrifices are what truly make life wonderful. Let's break it down. George's decisions, big or small, have a profound effect on the lives around him. Every time he chooses to put others before himself, he's building a life that's meaningful and full of purpose. And that's the beauty of the movie. Even the most ordinary person can have an extraordinary impact. Think about the times in your life when you've put others first. Do you think those moments have shaped the person you are today? Let me know in the comments below. One of the most beautiful things about this movie is the incredible cast of characters that surrounds George. From his devoted wife Mary, to his loyal friend Uncle Billy, to the people he's helped in Bedford Falls, the movie shows us the importance of building relationships. These characters aren't just supporting roles, they're pivotal to George's journey. Take Mary, played by Donna Reed. She's the heart of George's life, the one who always believes in him, even when he can't believe in himself. Without her love and support, George wouldn't have been able to make the sacrifices he did for their community. Who's the Mary in your life? Someone who's always been there for you when you needed them most. Share their name and the difference they've made in the comments. And of course, we can't forget Clarence, the angel who helps George see what his life would look like without him. Clarence is the character that reminds us that sometimes we need to be shown our own worth. He's not just an angel trying to save George, he's also showing us the importance of self-reflection and perspective. When George is shown how miserable Bedford Falls would be without his influence, it hits us all hard. The movie brings forward this powerful message. Each person's life has meaning, no matter how small the actions may seem. Do you think we often fail to see our own impact on others? Have you ever had a moment where you realize just how important your life is to someone else? Let's discuss in the comments. The turning point of the film comes when George is at his lowest. He's about to lose everything, and he's ready to give up. But when he's shown what the world would be like without him, he begins to understand the depth of his impact. The joy and love that radiates from the people in his life when they all come together to help him shows us the power of community and love. George Bailey, for all his flaws, is the backbone of Bedford Falls. And his journey teaches us that sometimes all we need is a reminder of how much we're loved and needed. Have you ever felt like George, that the world might be better off without you? If you've overcome that feeling, what was your turning point? Share your story in the comments. As we reach the end of the movie, George realizes that he has had the kind of life that most people only dream of. A life full of love, community, and meaning. It's a Wonderful Life teaches us that success isn't measured in wealth or fame, but in the relationships we build and the impact we have on others. It reminds us that sometimes we just need to see our own life from a different perspective to appreciate the blessings we have. So what makes It's a Wonderful Life a true classic? It's not just about Christmas, it's about life. It's about the ups and downs, the struggles and triumphs, and most importantly, the love and connections we make along the way. If you've watched It's a Wonderful Life, what's your favourite lesson from the movie? Let me know below. Thank you for taking this journey with me through It's a Wonderful Life. It's a story that continues to resonate with us all, reminding us that no matter how tough life may get, there's always someone out there who's better for having you in their life. Remember, you're more important than you know,